And we're live, ladies. Hello, everyone.
Hey guys.
Give, give us a few
Hi
minutes as well.
everyone.
Let's share our live feed and we'll be right back. All right. James, I shared the link on my phone.
Let me share on my phone.
Where's the
Thank you,
link?
Ms. Olivia.
Mhm. I love that link. Share, share, share. Oh, wow, we already have viewers who are on. Give us a few minutes. Whenever you're ready, ladies.
Just give me 1 minute.
I think Miss Henrietta dropped off, but she'll be back.
I don't know why I'm trying to share. It's not letting me.
Which platform?
From my Facebook. Am I sharing there already? The Mollie Show.
I can verify that very, very quickly before we go.
Okay, I did. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Cool. All right. Miss Henrietta will be joining us shortly. So if you want to go ahead and okay. Well, Miss Henrietta is back. Okay. We do apologize.
Okay.
We having technical issues. You can hear us breaking up, but we're here. All right. All right, ladies.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I'm here today with my co-host, Miss Olivia, Miss Henrietta, and myself, Miss Molly, and you are watching the Mollie Show.
Yes, thank you. So, we just said you're welcome and always be mentioned. We have interesting topics here. We always say a topic always interesting and that's of course.
Miss
Let me say from one
Miss Henrietta,
of you. Yes,
Henrietta,
Miss
can you hear
Henrietta,
us?
Miss Henrietta, you're breaking up. Can you? Yeah, just mute and unmute. Let's see.
okay. Is that better?
No. Can you can
Mm,
you can you go out and join us back?
I'm hearing back.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry guys for that. The internet, I don't know what's going on. One of those days. Today we have a topic that we're going to talk about. This topic, man, we encourage you guys to like come in here and tell us what you think about this topic. When do you think, at what point would you tell your friends and your family that this person you're dating is very important to you than them? At what point? Miss Henrietta, thank you for joining us back.
Thank
And
you.
to our
Yeah.
viewers out there, we are sorry for.
Oh, yeah. Miss Henrietta, we're
Yeah.
just talking about the topic today. Can you go ahead and introduce the topic again for us?
Oh, thank you. Like I was saying, we bring topics every day, and this one was brought to us by one of our viewers. So, I want to thank the viewer that brought in this topic. And like we said, and Miss Olivia always says, you have a comment, you have anything, put it down so that we can, yes, drop it in so that we can express what you think of through the Molly Show. So, this topic, like Miss Molly just said when I was coming up, is At what point do you tell your friends and family? At what point do I tell Miss Olivia and Miss Molly that Mr. Emmanuel is more important than them? You
Mhm.
know, there's so many ways, there's so many things that brings up your relationship that you at that point you can tell a friend and a family member, not verbally but with action. So I'm gonna go over to Miss Molly what she thinks about this topic.
Hmm. Henrietta, thank you, man. Topic. When I think about this topic, I'm like, what am I going to say? What are we going to say? But we are the Molly Show. We always have something to
Or
say.
something.
Yes. So for me as a person, um, telling my friends and family that this person is very important to me than them, I'm not going to say that verbally. My action is going to prove to you that this person is very important to me. Like when I was back home, I have my friends. I had three friends, very good friends. One of them is right here in California, the other one is in South Africa, and the other one is still back home. We were the four of us working together, doing our things, hustling. And then when I met my husband, one of my friends always say, "Oh, Molly, you are sowing seeds." Two of them, they knew immediately that from the way I started the relationship, was very important to me. It's not like they are not important, but they realized how important that relationship was to me based on my action. And they just like, they took their place. Like, no, right now, at this point, this person is very important to Molly's life. So this person is Molly's number one. And then one of my friends, it got to a point where one of my friends, she could not take it. So I'll just say, to me, I will never say that mommy, papa, dad, mom, family, best friend, this guy or this girl is very important to me than you. I'll let action speak.
Yeah.
And it will never be unclear. It will be so clear in such a way that I don't have to tell you. What do you think about that, Miss Olivia?
Thank you so much, Miss Molly. I was laughing because I was looking at the comments. When you were talking about that, I had a comment from Miss Ndoe Stella, and she was really laughing. So I guess she's laughing from, what she said. Oh my God! And she said, "I'm watching from from South Africa." Miss Stella, thank you so much for joining. And we have Miss Ruth Nintai. He says, "Hello, beautiful ladies. You all look smart." Thank you, Ruth,
Thank
always
you.
for joining. And please, viewers, please drop your comments. Tell us where you're watching from. If you have any topic, just like Miss Rita said at the beginning, please drop it down. Okay, Miss Molly, yeah, I really love how you kick that off. Just I'll talk about my own experience. I also had friends like this when I was dating my now husband. We're back in school, in secondary school. Again, one there I have one of those friends in Alaska, one in Virginia, and one in Edmonton in Canada. And it was a good thing for me because they were friends with my boyfriend at that time too.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew him very well. But if I have to give you actions that this person is important to me, you, like my boyfriend, you have to also meet me halfway. You have to give me a reason for me to show my friends that you are
Mhm.
important to me, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you don't have to be that boyfriend that will just go and jump over the fence and go and look for something to eat and stuff like that. And then maybe I want to pick up my book to read, and you're like, we don't forget for read now. And then I'm trying to push my friends away because of you. No, you have to be that boyfriend also that is very supportive. So whenever anything I'm doing, I'm making sure that this is not going the wrong way. Most of the
Mm-hmm.
times we feel that the relationship has to be for one full year before you know that this is the person. I don't
No.
think it works like that for everyone. Some people you can date in a very short period, but that
Mm-hmm.
person is that person. So and now you don't just go and tell your friends. I like what Miss Molly said. You just don't go and tell your friends like, this person is more a announcement. This person is more important to me than you all. No, it's the
No.
way you are going to show it out to them. You are going to make them understand that you are finally in love, as they say. You are
Mm-hmm.
telling your friends, hey, we need to hang out. So, oh, let me check in with my boyfriend. We'll have those friends that will not support that. You understand?
Mhm.
And that's when sometimes in a rare situation, you can actually verbally say that, like, hey, I need to tell my boyfriend that we're going out. I need to tell my fiance, I need to tell my husband that we're going out. So that person knows that, oh, okay, there's there's somebody finally in front of this relationship before me as a
Mm-hmm.
friend. And it might hurt some people. Some
Yeah.
people might not, like what
Mhm.
you did there. But at that point, you know what you're feeling in that relationship. I always say go back to the person, the girl, the lady dating this guy, or vice versa. It goes back to you. You are saying that with your chest, as I was saying. You are saying that so confidently because
Yeah.
you know where that relationship is going to. So again, I know our topic is like, at what
Mm.
point you make your friends or family to know that this person you are dating is more important to you than them. For me, I think it's, you know it in your heart when that
Mhm.
relationship is going, that this person is really important and you are ready to take it, or ready to take that risk. People have lost friends, people have lost family
Oh
because
yeah.
they got married to someone or
Yeah.
they are dating someone. You know what you have in that relationship. You know
Hmm.
Mhm.
what you see in that relationship. They will not see because they are not dating this person. They will never understand. But hey, you know what you are gaining from it. It's not like you are using that person when I use the word gain, but you know what you are getting from this relationship.
Yeah.
And again, it's
Mhm.
not as if you're just going to tell them point blank, like, I don't want you, or it's not like cutting your family off. We are making them to understand that there is this person in my life that I have to, actually seek consent. It's not like this person is your teacher that you have to seek consent, but you have approval, like, all right, are we doing this? Maybe you might not involve your friends anymore like you used to, but
Mhm.
if your friends love you and they understand, they will know that, okay, this Molly or this Miss Henrietta, there's this point in their life that this person is important to them. You don't even need to spell it out. Yeah. So I'll just take a few comments and then we'll go to Miss Henrietta and see what she thinks about this topic. We have Mr. Fobi Leonard.
Oh
He
yeah.
says he's watching from Bamenda, Cameroon. Thank you so much. And
Okay.
then Miss No Stella says, very true, my friend. I know she was talking to Miss Molly. Thank you all so much. Please continue to drop your comments. Miss Henrietta, what do you think
Yeah.
about this?
Like you said, Ms. Molly just said the topic is so confusing because you don't want to get some people angry, but at the same time, you want to make yourself happy.
Boom.
Mhm.
That's so important. I remember we started this show with a very interesting topic, which was self love. And this topic simply tells me that the person you're going with, does it make you happy? That you have to risk a lot of family members you've been together when you started going, or
Mhm.
friends.
Mhm.
So that is something that, like Miss Olivia said, you feel it, that you think you can take that person anywhere you want to go. I Miss Molly mentioned of friends that did not approve her relationship and others understood. And one thing I came to understand about friends is some would support you and some would not. But what
Mhm.
about you? What do you want to
You.
do for yourself? So I think the supportive part that Miss Olivia said is, you the partner, are you coming 50-50? Like you said, are you coming together so we do it together? Or you want me to go ahead and have problems with my family and friends and afterwards you back off? Or what are you doing? What's your supportive in the relationship? So I think that most of the time our friends really love us, but they really don't see what we achieve in a relationship. And I think if they do that, we will not be having problems with them. And I know our actions sometimes, I'm a lady. When I tell you
Mhm.
the day I fell in love, I don't think I had friends because I put my all. I'm
Mhm.
like, Miss Rieta, are you coming over? No, I have to go cook. I remember I was in Bambili. I had this friend. You have choice to do. And I remember the first time I saw my, oh God, this thing. I just love this show. It makes you just bring something in you out there. It might help somebody. I tell you. I remember when I met my husband, Emmanuel. We dated just for 3 months, and then I got married, had a baby, and all that. So I think my friends were shocked because I'm somebody I take a long time, and my family, most especially my sister, she's in Cameroon. I always take a long time to study somebody,
Mhm.
all that, and I came to her like, why am I studying somebody? When you love, it comes in, you feel it. So I
Right.
had to. My friends and my family didn't understand, but when they saw me changed, I had to travel from Douala to Bamenda without even telling my family. So all of a sudden, my sister is like, "What are you doing in Bamenda?" They come to understand that somebody is trapping me. So they were like, "Oh, there's nothing they can do." So I think my actions, me just moving from, and then the was in school. I was in school. My principal said, "Why are you getting a transfer? Everybody loves Douala. Everybody wants to be in Dido. Why do you want to go to Bamenda?" I told him I have a man. He was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, is
Massa.
that the reason?" I
Ah,
said, "Yes." So my principal signed my notice immediately and I was transferred. That was a sign to show everybody that I love, like, this is the person. Not that I hate you all, but I want to devote myself there because of the support we have for one another. So I'm really happy I am where I am right now. I just celebrated my 14th anniversary and thanks to all my friends and support. Yes, everywhere I am. So Miss Molly, I don't know what other thing you think somebody
okay,
can bring at the table that's gonna push the family and friends away.
okay. Miss Olivia, do you have any comments before I
Oh,
proceed?
yeah, I was
Yeah.
forgotten. Thank you.
No worries. I was just now in trouble because this director said no, they know her when she's in love, una buy. No. And
Mhm.
that's because you have that love is reciprocated, right? The way
Yes.
Right.
you love that person, that's the exact way he's loving you. So you are doing those things, you don't even mean them. You are pushing
Mm-hmm.
out those friends and canceling those arrangements or those programs that people used to have
Oh
without
yeah.
even knowing because there's somebody that loves you back, like for real. Yeah, that was a comment I wanted to make on what Miss Hereta was saying because I really understand that. I've been there. I did it. My now husband were in secondary school
20
together.
years.
Yep.
Mm,
20 years together, and I had friends. But the good thing with my friends till date, and I'll say it any day, anytime, is they understood. They understood
yes.
Mm-hmm.
till date. They were like, I had to even change my email address and added his name and
Oh,
phone number.
love, love.
That one is just to tell you that for
To prove a
this my
point.
friend family.
Yep.
This one he's
Now number
up there.
one.
Yeah, but what I will say again, and I'll tell anybody anytime before you make some of these decisions, know where you are,
Yes. It's true.
know how who you are in a relationship. Some people are dating themselves. I'll say some people are dating themselves. Like you are dating this guy with all the life and joy, but
But
you are alone in that relationship because he just wants you for sex. He just wants to hang out with you. Maybe you are that pretty girl with that sexy body. He just wants to take you to that party so everybody knows that hey, uh,
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
who this is now he chap that. He just
Mm-hmm.
wants you for that, that
that's
that
yeah.
yes out there.
Mm-hmm.
And you are there cutting off your friends, cutting off your family because of him. So please, before you have to make drastic decision, before you remember, before you want to say, I'm doing a cutoff here, remember that this person has to love you the same way you are
Mm-hmm.
loving this person. Why not more? Let the person love
More,
you,
more.
love you
Yeah.
more. But
Yeah.
that was a good one, Miss Enreta. We have a point from Miss Ruth Nitai. Ruth, thank you so much. She says a friend and family member who loves you will understand that you
Hmm.
now have someone else as your number one.
Good.
You don't have to explain yourself. If you have to
Yeah.
keep if I have to keep explaining myself and my friends don't understand, then I might need to move forward away from that friendship or relationship. Thank you, Miss
Wow.
Ruth.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. Please keep it coming. I see we have a lot of viewers today. Please keep your comments coming. And if you're just joining, of course, you're watching the Mollie Show. And
Yes.
as
Mm-hmm.
for today is at what point do you make your friends and family to understand that this person you are dating is more important to you than them? All right.
Mm.
Miss Molly, what do you have to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. I want to say, like you mentioned something about cutting people off. I wouldn't say that's a good topic, but I wouldn't say I don't want family members and friends to feel like we are cutting them off, or
You know.
when you're in a relationship, we are cutting them off. It's not about cutting them off. To me, it's more about who is more important. It doesn't mean that it's like I need my friends in my life, I need
Yep.
my family in my life,
Hmm.
but I need all those relationships.
No.
relationship, I need a, let me say the relation, I need that balance, right?
The-
So at this point, we are not trying, we are not trying to cut you off. We just want you to see who is more important. Like Miss Ruth said, my number one. Before I met this guy, before I met my husband, my friends were my number one. We go everywhere. They know us in Kumba. We go everywhere. If they see you without seeing the other person, they'll even ask a question. Say,
Which
where is
only
this
one
other
day.
person? We go everywhere. We do things together. You go at times. Your friend want to go visit
Respect.
your boyfriend. You go together. Even if
Yep.
she doesn't want to, you are still tagging along, whether they like it or not. Even the boyfriend is not even comfortable. You go together,
Mm-hmm.
and then just of a sudden now you see your friend's attention going to somebody else. I get the fact where you're coming from, like, oh, you
Yeah.
feel like abandoned, you feel neglected. Most of the
Exactly.
time, maybe you spend your day, your whatever with that, your best friend. And now you feel like that boy or that girl is coming in between the both of you to take your position. No, he is not coming to take your position. She is not coming to take your position. That your friend need both of you in her life. But everybody have their importance. She will place you according to who is more important to her.
Mm-hmm.
You are very, very important to her as a friend. She will not replace that relationship you have with that boy. She will never. And that guy is very important to her right now as a
Never.
friend. So we have to know the role we are playing in everybody's life. This man is playing his own role as a man. You are playing your own role as a best friend. But we should know that when the person is in relationship, when you are in a relationship, the person you are in relationship with comes first. And to push your friend, to push your friend to the extent where your friend has to choose, because like we are saying that actions speak louder. That at times you do all of that action, you have some friends that are so stubborn, or they are so jealous. They see you in a nice relationship, everything is working for good. You are
Mm-hmm.
sowing your seed in that relationship, like Miss Emeta was saying, she will go to Bamenda. That was her sowing in that relationship. You are
You
putting
put
in your
full
everything.
power.
Yeah, you put power.
Sister.
You are putting power. And then your friend, instead for your friend to support you out of jealousy at times, out of jealousy,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, like one of my friends was like, oh, this pride, so you don't know the boy. And now you want to choose me and your friend have been there. Like Miss Wood said, I realized that this person is not, I'm moving forward.
Mm.
That's where the cutoff, Miss Olivia is saying, that's where the cutoff will come in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's where that cutoff will come in.
Mm-mm.
That this person is my person. This guy is giving me that whatever assistance that is giving me. You, that friend, you are also benefiting from that assistance or whatever
Yes.
help or whatever thing that whatever I'm benefiting. Because us women, when we are benefiting from a relationship, we always pass that benefit down to our friends. Oh, that guy gave me 10,000. Hey, take your own 2,000. Oh, that guy bought me 2 purses. You take this purse. Oh, that guy bought me a chain. I don't really even. It's a nice chain, but your friend say, "Oh, I like you." Say, take it. So what? All of us are benefiting from that relationship, and then you don't want it. That would be jealousy. And like Miss Olivia said, that friend that doesn't want to support you, that jealous friend, cut that friend off. And Rita said, you know what you are getting from that relationship, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But this friend is trying to hold me back. My friends, they know. I said, my friend, I'm sowing seed. And my real friends, they understood.
Yes.
My real friends, they understood. Like I got married to my husband. We dated for 3 weeks. Just imagine my friends that we do everything with them, everything. And for 3 weeks, I was focusing to pride. And they understood. They understood. And at times you don't even need to understand, you just need to support.
Support.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even
Mm-hmm.
need to understand. It doesn't make sense
Mm-hmm.
to you, it makes sense to your friend.
Yes.
Just support. Let's move forward. What do you guys think?
Okay. Ms. Vanessa, do you want to comment on that?
Oh, mind if you check if there's somebody who just any comments from viewers?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have any. That's why I was asking
okay,
if
ma'am.
you
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
Sometimes you see me alive, I do this. Miss Molly, thank you so much, girl. I put some points down because it's really true. We don't want to cut you, family members. We love you so much. We love our friends so much. We, it's like, what do you think about you, a friend, dating somebody, and I, Henrietta, step in and I'm jealous? It's the same thing. That's what we are talking here. Whatever you think you can do to someone, think about yourself. What about if they do it to me? Like Miss Molly said, she had friends. Some were not happy somewhere. Miss Olivia said she had friends from all over. My take at this one is you mentioned something about benefits, and I tell you, I wrote something down. Retirement benefits. That's what our friends get when we leave. We date somebody. And retirement benefits because when we retire with them, we've given them purses, we've given them everything. I remember when I was dating somebody, and my sister met the person somewhere and told him, "You know what? You dated my sister. I think I need my retirement benefit." And that person bought her drinks. I was like, "Yes, sister, go for it." Yeah, because I think my relationship with that person didn't work. And I'm so proud of my sisters and family members. Like we said, sometimes it pulls us away from something which is evil. Something we don't
Mm-hmm.
feel, when you love, you just go with your whole body, your whole soul. But
Mm-hmm.
they see a lot of things. That's why when they do that, it's not because they hate us, they love us. But there are others that there are some sisters in a relationship that they don't have that type of, they call it, they say charm, or they don't have that type of how can I put it? When you're gifted, oh good. Some of them will be like, even cousins, they'll be like, oh, this person is gifted. I'm not. I've not even have a boyfriend. I don't even have this. That's where it starts coming in. But even though they were there with you when you had other boyfriends that were not genuine. But when it comes to the true love, I tell you, like they always say, when somebody has something, that's when you know the person's color. When you start having
Mm-hmm.
somebody you're gonna settle with, all those friends and relative members start showing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I want to add and I want to put is, imagine you are in a relationship and you want to go to school. That's one example. And your parents can afford it. And you have a friend. Let me say it can be a male or female, whoever you're dating, and they support you in your goals, in what your dreams are. Not that I will push my family members away, but what do you think, viewers? Are you gonna go where your dreams are gonna go so you can support your friends and family, or you're gonna stay with them because they don't like that person? But you're seeing your dreams going. I'll go for my dreams, boo boo. I'll go for my dreams. Not that I hate family, but I'm gonna go because I'm that person that I would like to help. So I'm not using that person, that man, because eventually I'll get married to you. Even though some ladies, most of the time, and the men, when somebody does something good to you, you always turn your back on them. Most people would send somebody to school, like I said, support you, and at the end, they come back. They don't even want to see you. They don't want to get married to you. They bring somebody else. That is not good. But what I'm saying is, I will go for that person that will support my dreams. And my dream might be something that my parents or friends don't like, but that is what I think is going to put food on my table and bring and make me more available and help others. So I think being having a relationship where there is support and family members don't really want to support you in that relationship, I think you just have to move on with that person and they're gonna understand that person has value in your life at that time. So that's my own point on the support issue. I don't know if you've ever had a support issue in your life, Miss Olivia, that you take track, you go there.
Well, laughter. But thank you so much, Mr. Reta. We have a couple of thumbs up from viewers. We have from Mr. Fobi Leonard, and we have from Miss Ando Stella. Thank you all so much. Again, if you are just joining us, you are watching the Mollie Show. And our topic
Mhm.
today is, at what point do you tell your friends and that you make your friends and family to understand, not tell like verbally, to make them to understand that this person you are dating is more important to you than them. So please keep your comments coming, or your points, or if you have any proposals, drop them there and we'll go ahead and read them right here. So, Ms. Anita, thank you so much. What I wanted to say, let me mix it up with what Miss Molly said when Miss Molly was speaking. She said, "We don't actually cut off
Yeah.
family. You understand? You
Mm-mm.
don't like, okay, I'm not going to be talking to you, except it has to be extreme, because trust me, happiness also counts first. If there's
Yeah.
is it to cut
Yeah.
that family member because maybe the way they took this relationship, they took it
Mm.
to another level. Also, extreme, and you could not have your sanity, your mental health
Mm-hmm.
was getting in the way. You cut them off. But now, let me go to one Miss Hereta said about did you gain something from this relationship where you know, advantages that you have. Let's say it did not work out finally, and then you are cut off your family. It's going to be weird, you know, going back to your friends and say, hey, it did not work out with Mr. Joe XY. That's why I am back. And then that's when you need to have supportive family and friends too. Because if they understood you in the very first place that you
Yeah.
were seeds, just like Mr. Reta said, traveling from Douala to Bamenda, if they had supported you in all those things and then the relationship did not go the way it planned, they'll still be like, it's okay, Mr. Reta, let's go and
Mm-hmm.
have a drink this evening, even though you
Mhm.
prefer to go out without your boyfriend at that time. And they'll understand that you were doing that because you saw something in that guy.
Yeah.
You were doing that because you knew that this relationship was going somewhere. But if it did not work out well at the end of the day, these friends have to still be supportive. You understand? If they were not jealous that, oh, Miss Molly, you finally did that guy where you buy three purses and stuff like that, and she comes and gives us some. Because trust me, you can take your time and with your whole heart, and you give this friend Prada or Gucci purse, and but she takes it as like, oh, because you think you are, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's why I'm giving this a gift. So most of the time, if that relationship don't work out because you actually cut them off, like because they were jealous and they did not support you, going back to those friends can be difficult. And that's why, even from the beginning, we made it clear. I think all of us have spoken about that. We do it with our actions and not verbally, like, I want to tell you that this is it.
Mm-hmm.
I went to SWA, I was in the University of SWA. My friends and I, when we are going to Yaoundé, we usually like to travel together, but um, there are times I don't want to travel with you guys now. My boyfriend, I want to
Yeah.
travel with them. And the good thing, I'm still grateful to that till today. Those my friends understood till date.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, we'll wait for you on day. And when I get there and I still hang out with them, we'll still have that quality time that
Mm-hmm.
we will share. But now there are priorities, as I was saying. If we had to go somewhere and my boyfriend at that time wanted us to go somewhere, I'll pick his over you guys. Because of course I'm sowing seeds. I'm happy he ended up in marriage. Not everybody, you know, dated someone for a while and then the other person ends up getting married to you. I'm happy he ended up that way. So I think the point here that I'm trying to make is that when you are making sure that this person is important than your family and your friends, let them understand that you are sowing your seed. Let them understand that you are trying to in pigeon go so you put power so that many relationship work. I'm not cutting you guys off. I have to go to his house to cook, just like Miss Rita said that she's going to go. I have to go to his house to cook. That's why I cannot be with you all. I have to go and uh, make sure that he maybe he lost his family member or something like that. I want to accompany him there so that he should feel love. And somebody will tell you that, okay, this guy, I've never seen this guy around your house and stuff like that. You don't know what he is supporting you in the back. You understand? You don't know what you don't know what he's supporting in the back. They don't know what you are doing behind. That's why they're just going ahead and telling you that, oh, this guy is not supporting you. You don't have a reason to keep sowing these seeds. But again, like I said in the beginning, you know it in your heart. You know how it's going. And that's why you are putting him number one before anybody else. So before we go to Miss Molly, if you have a comment about it, let me take a comment that was directed to you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Miss Molly Abowa, this is from Miss Ruth Mintai. I love what you said about support. You may not understand your friend's love relationship, or it may not have been the best for her, but can we just be that shoulder so they can lean on
Mm-hmm.
as they figure life out with their new love relationship? Exactly. This is what I was just talking about. Like, I know you might not see what let's say Carrie, let's talk about my husband. You cannot see what he's doing when we're dating. But if I'm your friend, I'm telling you, Mama, trust me, this guy is important. So believe me, this guy is important. So support me. That's what I'll ask from any friend. And again, as I said, I'm so grateful because my friends understood that this guy was important to me, and I'm still grateful that inside all these ups and downs, we ended up together. Because at the end of the day, when it doesn't end up in
Mm.
a marriage, or
Mhm.
it's really hard going back to those friends, especially those that do not support you. But if they supported you, even if it went south, they'll still say, "Hello, come, lean here. What happened?
Mhm.
What happened?" And you talk about it, and then you move on.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Thank you, Miss Ruth, for that comment. Miss Molly, you have any points that you want to bring up on this topic?
Yeah, thank you, Miss Olivia. I have something I want to say. I want to say if a friend or a family thinks that the person you're dating, they should be more important than that person, because to me, that person you're dating at that moment is your future. If they think they are more important than your future, then they have a long way to go. Especially in our African culture, you'll be dating a guy and the guy is taking that girl so seriously. And the mom will I've seen a situation where the mom will be like, I'm your mom. Me and this girl who is important to you. Now he born you, and me I born you. It doesn't have to go there.
Mm.
But at times, the way our African culture it is, our African moms, they think that they are their son's first love. Yes, you are his first love. You are his number one. But when he starts dating somebody, that's his new number one. So I want to say to friends and family out there, you need to grow up. We need to grow up. We need to be
Mm.
held accountable of what we are saying. Whether you are supporting somebody or you are not accepting their relationship, we need to be accountable for that. You don't have to say, oh, my family, this is my brother. There are some ones that they think that like support, we're saying maybe you support your brother from college and he got a job, now he's in a relationship. Instead, you want to introduce your friend to your brother. Your brother doesn't want your friend. Your brother is already in love with that little girl down the street. You don't want it. And for some reason, you push your brother to the extent where the brother have to choose between you and the girl. And when the brother, and don't even make the mistake, most of the time, if you know that somebody is in love, do not make that mistake to tell that person to choose between you and that love, because that person is going to choose
They're
that
going to
love.
drop you so.
Yeah. And then you start saying that, oh, this girl has come in between my brother and myself. Whereas the problem is not the girl. The girl is there so innocently. Your brother is the one crazy about her. And then you are there saying things like that. The problem. You are the problem. So this point is just so complicated. We have to treat it with very caution
Okay.
or care and be smart what we are doing with the decisions we are making. Like Miss Olivia was saying, that you have to be sure on the inside. And I will always say, let's just support. Support matters a lot in this, because me, the way I approach things, and maybe it's different. When my friends, if you are dating today, you are my friend, immediately you start dating somebody, automatically I know my position and I'm taking my position. 2 steps backwards.
No.
I know that this person you are dating is very important to you. I don't care how the way I'm viewing the
Mm.
relationship from the outside. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I have to give that friend that support. Whether I like it, I have my me and my friends, there's something we always say, whether we like the boy or we don't like the boy, since you like the boy, we support you. Since we like that boy, we support you.
Yeah.
Sometimes your friend will be dating somebody, you don't even like the guy, you cannot even stand the guy. But what can you do? This is where my friend's happiness is coming from.
Yeah.
I support you. So it's just gonna go back to support. And like we said, actions speak louder than words. You do your action, people will see the action. But again, we also know that family members can be so stubborn. You put
Yep.
all the action there, they know that this person is important. They are still putting you pressure. Put you pressure, push you to the corner where you have to say, no, this person is important. Because at times it gets to a point where you have to say it verbally.
Yep.
You have at times they push you to that extent. This is, you bring your girlfriend home, they disrespect her. Or you take your girlfriend to a gathering with your friends, because your friends, they are not ready to settle down. They see you are settling down. they start treating the girl, oh, they start saying things like, oh, he will date you and leave you. He dated this one, he dated this one, he dated this one. Try to make the girl to feel bad so that he can leave that guy. In that point, that guy has to tell them that enough is enough. Maybe you just hold your lady's hand and just leave the place, like, so that they can even see it. But they'll
Mm-hmm.
see, if it gets to a point where you have to say it verbally, say it verbally, and that will be the point where if I say it verbally, you don't take it. That's where the cutting off is coming. That's where the cutting off is coming. So, ladies, any
Yep.
comments?
Okay,
Um,
Miss Anita, can I take a few comments,
oh
please?
yes, yes, please.
Okay,
Mm,
so let's see, we have Miss Doris Rich Girl.
mm,
She said perfectly
oh,
said.
mm,
Thank you, Miss Doris, for always joining. We appreciate you. We have Miss Sylvie Batch. She approves of one of the
mm,
messages. I think it's just what Miss Molly was saying. Thank you so much. We have Miss
mm.
Doris Girl. She says, always having the right answers. Thank you all for making a wonderful team. I'm proud of you guys. Thank you, Miss Doris.
Oh.
We appreciate you always joining us and your kind words always. Please keep them
Mm.
coming. And again, we are live on the Mollie Show. Our
Yeah.
topic is, at what point do you make your family and your friends to know that this guy that you are dating is more important to you than them? What do you think about it? Please drop your comments, your reactions. Miss Anita, you want to say something?
Thank you so much, Miss Olivia, and thank you all for the comments. Um, my ladies, you guys brought so much important quick topics, and if you give me time, I really want to come to it. Still, you talked about communication. Your communication, yeah, has to go with your family and friends. I know, Miss Olivia, you mentioned that you talk it out, and it's true. You tell them that this person is important for this reason. Let them understand where you are coming from. And
Mm-hmm.
I think if you communicate with them, like bring out what that person has brought to your life, to your sanity, to your joy, to your peace,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think
Mm-hmm.
they will understand. I know some family members will not. Like Miss Molly said, your mom will be like, I'm your mom. Now me, I born you. I'm moving for my last. All those words. Some of those curse words they always bring for you to push you to the wall so you don't
Mm-hmm.
react.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you, when you react on that, it doesn't mean you hate your mom. You love your mom. Because before your mom had you, she had a man. Some of the time they don't tell us about their past with our dads. They don't make us understand how they went through, but they want you to have a path that they think they want you to have.
Mm-hmm.
So I think moms and sisters should understand that if I have to communicate something to you because I love you people, so I just want you people to understand and give me a chance for me to do my, either it's a failure, I'm going into it, or it's not. So that at the
Mm-hmm.
end, like Miss Olivia said, if I come back, you all will support me if it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we go first with the communication, than pushing our family members like, oh, you don't like me, this is my boyfriend, don't like this my girlfriend, I don't like una, no. Communicate with them, ask them why, what's your reason? What do you think Emmanuel is not a good fit? Why do you think Josephine, I can say, is not a good fit? And I think from their communication with them, you understand something and you can even go back to your person and explain to them, not telling them that family said, but getting that what the family said to understand what that person is.
I like that.
So I think communication is so important. So that in case if Emmanuel had failed me, not get married to me, I'll come back with my big head, but I know I'm gonna have a support.
Yes.
I'll be crying, but I'll have people that are gonna
Mm-hmm.
comfort me.
Mm-hmm.
And also I brought I think Miss Rudy, sorry, Miss uh, Molly, you mentioned something of friends not liking your boyfriend. I want to talk of levels.
Mm-hmm.
I think people understand what levels is. Some friends look at your boyfriend like, man, that man no be what level. Hmm. You know, no what kind that. Yes, education. Which one? They say
Mm-hmm.
emphasize. He go na Mutengene High School or he go na Sacred Heart College. Or did you go to Lord Simbits?
I
Things
beg.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Woman don't quit.
Thank you. That's where I got my man, girl. You know it. Good. Mendankwe. You know, certain villages and certain towns, they make your family members and friends like push back. Like, the one are the right one. Hey, you remember, say, in that village, they had this woman or their
Mm.
family member. You know, so many taboos keep coming up. So many evils about that family keep coming up. You know, they like, hey, my pikin don't go to the rich university. EDJ to that one. You know, things like that. They keep looking at levels, but they don't want to look your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And your friends are let me tell you, you talk of friends. Friends are good, but when it comes to level, they want us to have people in our level. You know, when you're going out and you're going out with them, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good fit for our
Yes.
queue, for
Yeah.
our friendship. You
They
know,
want
Mm-hmm.
it to level up.
my sister, they want level up. Oh. They don't want them to go put on tapa man. They go put some
Yeah.
one with their level. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. And you know what? Some ladies, they look at your man, they're like, he doesn't dress well. He's not that type. You know, there's so many things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when you love somebody, you really don't think about that. Because you're gonna grow together, like Miss Olivia said, you guys are gonna come together to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Because that man might be that poor because they don't have a support from their own family to make them grow. And you, lady, too, you're there, you don't have the support from friends and family to make you grow. But if you're up there, you can come in a relationship and level up your man, level up your woman. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so I think friends should understand, like we keep saying, and family members, that love is something you can't put a price on. It's
Mm-hmm.
from the heart, and we will make mistake in the love thing. We'll make mistake in the levels, but when we have that uh, person that you love, you look beyond that. Because somebody
Right.
can be rich, somebody can be powerful, but you're maltreated. Like Miss
Mm.
Olivia said, you'll be a slave, but you'll be covering it up because you don't want to go back to family members. Let them say, I be tell you no, never be tell you, you know. So we should waive the point of levels and look at the heart and look at what the person can bring on the table for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I I know we've been talking about that. I had to bring that up because you guys mentioned, but I have also this thing of we hide I don't know. All of us grew in a family before we had a relationship, didn't we? And I
Right.
think most families they have I think they have a characteristics for your son or daughters to get married. They
Mm-hmm.
have something they have put like a book, like, okay, my child has reached this level, this is what I want. My child does not have to put nails or put lipstick. My child does not have to do this. But ask yourself, that's what you want. That's why in this country, when they turn 18, they give them opportunity now to explore what they wanted, which the parents didn't want. So I know
Right.
that is, I'm bringing this up, ladies, because I just want us to like ask ourselves, who are growing and we had all this in our families and we really didn't know what to do about it, but you had somebody who came and unveiled that. Imagine, I always like to put makeup, but I couldn't put makeup when I was with my parents. But I had somebody, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to go to that person when I reach that age. So I'm going to cut off myself from that taboo. And I'm not cutting off myself from my family, but I'm cutting off from what I really love. So I'm going to go with that person because that person will be like, I love your makeup. I love when you look good. I love when you do this. So it's sometimes look at what that person like, family member and friends, and support them. So I don't know what you think, ladies. What you had in a family, or you had a friend that they had something in their family that held them back, and when they had someone, they had to move because they couldn't take it no more.
Yeah. Can I comment on something you said, Miss Henrietta?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me go back to what you said. Okay, but you have a comment from Miss Ruth. Miss Ruth said, "Thank you for bringing up levels." She said, loving the love that I'm getting from this man is not based on levels. Thanks for bringing that up. Thank you, Miss Ruth Nintai, for that comment. So, but Miss Rita said something very important, and then something came up. I thought about something. You talk about communication. Like you
Mm-hmm.
go back to your friends and say, "Hey, mommy, Why you know like the man?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
where my friend, as we will
Mhm.
say in Cameroon, my friend I wait to know why you know
Mhm.
like the man. Maybe she has something that she has to tell you about
Oh,
this
Right.
man.
help me.
You don't know
Yes.
about it. He say, Miss Hereta, I'm married man, oh, he don't lie you. And
My
one,
sister.
that's their friend, you don't open your eye,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Yeah.
have loved this man already. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
People have different views. I will not date a married man. That's me.
No.
Maybe some other people will want to date married men. And that friend knows you, Miss Hereta, that you are not going to do that. And
Yes.
she's discovering that she has tried to approach you about it. You have already told them that this guy is important to me more than you all. But
Mm-hmm.
Miss Hereta brought up a good topic like communicate with your friend and say,
Yes.
okay, you have been my friend since primary school and
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
you have supported me. Why this particular relationship? Why
Mm-hmm.
what's going on? And then she tells you, oh, this guy is my aunt's neighbor. I went there and I saw him. He has a family. He has kids. You see.
Mm-hmm.
So what I wanted to bring out from that topic is that it's not as if we're going to cut off our friends. It will give them the opportunity because trust me, they're your
Yeah.
friends too. They have been with
Mm-hmm.
you
It's
through
true.
thick and thin. If you are calling someone your friend, you all might have problems in the long run. We are all human. We all
Mm-hmm.
make mistakes.
Yeah.
You might have had problems, you might have had issues and stuff like that. But this person is that person that you have been standing by, since what 1995 or since primary school and she's telling you that, my dear, there's something wrong in this relationship. Don't cut me off, but listen to me. So for me, I think before even making your friends to know that, or your family to know that this person is more important to you than them, give them that chance. Let
Mm-hmm.
them say what they have in mind. We'll go
Yeah.
back to what Teresa said again about family and you know, how can I put it? There are some values, or they'll say, hey, this man is from this tribe, and in
But
this tribe they
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
that. So in that relation, in that tribe, they'll never get married. There are some tribes that and for whom I'm just quoting an example. Maybe they'll say, oh, in that guy that you're dating, in their tribe, they only get married to girls from their tribe.
Mm-hmm.
You
yes.
are not from that
Yes.
tribe. They are trying to warn you.
Mhm.
It's not as if they don't like your relationship. They're trying to tell you that, hey, remember that those people, they don't get married to, and you are not from that guy's tribe. So if you're just dating this guy for fun, that's fine. But we just
Mm-hmm.
wanted you to know that this is what is going on. That's where you're going into. You
Yeah.
understand? Or maybe they know somebody that guy had dated. Maybe he's somebody that abuses women, somebody
Oh
that
yeah.
can, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and those very unpleasant stuff that they do to women, and then they are trying to
Mm.
bring your attention, but because of course love,
Hey.
love, like you will not even want to listen to anybody. It
Nothing.
happens, and it's okay
Mm-hmm.
to fall head over heel. We have
Yeah.
heard stories, we have seen people, we know people that have fallen head over heels to
It
someone,
happens.
and then
Yeah.
they come to discover that this person has an entirely different family
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. You are heartbroken. That's when you are like, okay, if I knew, I would have listened to this, my friend, to know what she had to say about this relationship. And again, just what I said few minutes ago, when you're going back to this your family now that heartbroken, they are beating you in that relationship to their own
I
don't come.
understand.
The man don't that's I don't high. Oh, you don't go discover and say get woman, they don't box you for they don't attempt to throw you acid, say for your skin. So you follow marry man. And mind you, you did not even know about it.
Mhm.
So those friends, are they going to take you back or are they going to push you away? No, they're going to open their eyes. If it's your good friend, if it's your real friend, and
Yeah.
of
Mm-hmm.
course, family, cannot beat family. They're going to be back. It's okay. We'll tell you, but you don't believe. It's okay. Come back and let's cry together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think before, let's go back to our topic. Before making your family and your friends to understand that this man is number one, give them a
Mhm.
chance.
Yeah.
Give them a
Yeah.
chance.
Give them a chance. Yeah.
Communication, let them, because for I don't understand why for any reason you are my friend from day one and then I want this guy and you don't want this guy. Why? Tell me
Sister.
why. Just talk to me. I'm your friend. What is going on? And you listen to things. You might be get something
Mhm.
that's going to be like an eye opener to you. So yeah, I like that point. Communication. Communication was a good one. I think. Wow, man, ladies, we've been talking for almost an hour.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
then I wanted to add on what
It's
you
funny.
said when
Okay.
you said, what if your friend that has been supporting you has been there? said, "Oh, give the friend a chance." What if the friend said, "That boy, I will love that boy first." How do you
I like that one. I
say,
like
"I
that
will
one.
love that boy first"? That boy will only tell you since I was in love with this guy. I saw this
Now
guy
eat
somewhere. I
that.
just like him. This is the guy.
Now
This is
eat
the guy.
that.
What do you do in that situation?
Hey, I go say my sister. Eat chat na me no.
Yes.
They don't talk
Who
that
they
for me.
chat
You
first?
are
I was just thinking about
That's
it because
interesting one.
I've heard a situation like that. So I was just thinking about it.
like
Sorry,
the
guys.
money
Oh,
It's
that
that's
funny.
I mean the only
interesting.
reason that say you love the man who would do her no.
Mm.
Yes, to me. You don't can't talk
Oh
anana for
boy.
me no. Oh my goodness. It's not
That's why
easy.
they say, as a woman, if you love somebody, go to the person. Don't always wait for the man to come to you.
I say that
Mm-hmm.
again.
Never.
Say that
That
again.
lady should always, if you love someone, go to that person. Tell them you love them. Don't always wait for them to come to you, because some friends look at us like friends, but deep inside us, we look at them like husbands. So go to them and express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Man,
important.
enough of those in those days that you cannot
My
express yourself to
sister.
someone you love.
No.
My now husband was my classmate and my very good friend. We used to hang out together, go to the canteen and stuff like that. If the chat get there from my front, oh, and we're just there, going up and down before he braced himself off to say, okay, let me leave these other girls. There's something
Mm-hmm.
important here. Did you think I did not admire his style? I admired his style and everything. I was lucky that he came. Maybe somebody would have taken him from me. So like true. I was lucky he finally said, okay, no, enough of this world out there. Let me talk to this person that I've been with. So that I'm agreeing with what Mr. Rita says. If you think that you love this person, if you think you are crushing on this person, as Miss Molly said, you ask your friend, like, what is the reason? You said, oh, that guy upstairs I love and I ain't that. So what were you waiting for?
Thank you.
What were you waiting for? All right, ladies. I don't
Wow.
know, Miss Molly, you
It's been
wanna
amazing, man. It's been amazing. I think we're almost at the top of the hour. If
Yeah.
any of you have something to say before we conclude, I don't know if it's Miss Olivia who is going to conclude, or Miss Henrietta.
no,
Okay.
take it off. That's fine by
It's
me.
okay. Yeah. So
Any
thank you
points?
all for giving me the opportunity. Like we said, our topic is, at what point can you tell your friends and family that this person is important to you?
Mm-hmm.
I think the ladies brought the most important thing. We're not gonna tell you, but our actions is gonna show you that the person we love. And the best thing to do is support us. Support anybody that you see they're going into something that makes them happy. And
Mm-hmm.
again, like Miss Olivia said, communicate with them. Communication is very important. It's gonna help that both parties are gonna understand each other. And I know we're gonna have differences, different roles to play. My family has a different role. I love them so much. My friends, they know I love them. But we have different roles to play in each relationship. So don't mix it up. Don't mix the one I'm gonna have pleasure. I mix it up with the one that is family, boo boo. Don't mix it up, mama. And another one is, every situation is unique. It has its own square. You can't take a square and put in a round hole. So we family members, friends, we love our relationship, but it's so unique. So let's respect each other's space. And also, again, we also have to address conflicts. We've talked about communication, but we haven't talked of conflicts. Yes, you have a conflict with your family members, with, because of your husband or your boyfriend. So let's address it. Address it at that time when it came. Don't
Mm-hmm.
leave it and say, okay, when I know something, I know talk with my family member. Address it. Because when you address it, you guys will all move forward. And I think
Right.
it's gonna be a peaceful love and harmony among each other. So, like Miss Olivia said, please keep going on, put the comments in. I don't know if there's any comment there, Miss Olivia, before
No,
we
I have
go.
a thumbs up from our viewers. We have
Oh,
a special before we conclude. I'll give a special shout out to our viewers who were there today, to Miss Ruth
thank you.
Nitai, to Miss
Hmm.
Stella Abo,
Yes,
to Mr. Phoebe Leonard,
yeah.
and to Miss Doris Rich Girl, Miss Sylvie Batch. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you all. We love
Thank you
you.
all so much. Like we said from the Mollie Show, love you and keep tuning in. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.